Hey guys, what's up? All my friends keep telling me I need to make a YouTube series of building this Dodge here. So here goes. I'll give you a little rundown on what the truck is and what we plan on doing with it. Before I edit in the video of the walk around of the truck, I'm gonna go ahead and drop some photos in the video of what it looked like before we got it. I address it in the video, but I'm sure people probably see this and think, oh, why is the truck pink? It's supposed to be Patrick from SpongeBob. I've got 3 kids. They all think Patrick's hilarious, so the truck's gonna be called Patrick Star. So here goes. Stay tuned. Check her out. All right, it is a 1979 Dodge Power Wagon. It's got a 360 with a 727 trans. Bought it from a friend of mine about a year and a half ago for 300 bucks. And we're in the Southern California desert, not like in the crappy part of Southern California. I'm way out in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of cool out here. But we live out here in the desert, so it's a clean old rust-free truck. It sat for probably 10, 15 years before I got it. There ain't really a speck of rust anywhere, so that's pretty cool. I kind of feel bad almost cutting it up and using it as an off-roader. After growing up on the East Coast myself in the Rust Belt, I know the feeling. Trying to find old rust-free trucks like this. Come on, dogs. Hey, get out of here. Sorry, my dogs are obnoxious. But anyway, I parked it in my front yard for, I guess, yard art. And when I finished my last project, that old GMC out there, that yellow one, I figured I'd drag it up here and get it running. We actually, we went and watched the King of the Hammers event this year, 2022. That's pretty near where we live. And it made me want to try to build a solid axle trail truck. We usually fool with little Volkswagen sand rails, those 2 over there, and a Jeep. But I figured it'd be neat to try to build a full size on the cheap. So since we already only paid $300 for this thing, I drug it up here to the shop. We got it to fire up on the original carb and everything. It ran half crappy, but it ran enough to confirm oil pressure and all that. I pulled the bed off of it. That was in real nice straight, rust-free shape too. So a guy from LA came up and bought that for me for $300. So I got my money back for buying the truck. And then from there, I bought a fuel cell off Amazon. This tank here, I still need to make like a strap over it to hold it down. All I've done is cut and bend some little angle brackets and put some sound deadening between them and the tank so they don't rub on it. Got a ratchet strap on it now. I think I could put some kind of metal strap here and just make a little homemade strap like an original one. Put an Edelbrock electric pump on there, also from Amazon. We started by swapping the Dodge carb to this Quadrajet off of GM. That made it run a little bit better, but it's still kind of crappy. So I found this used Holley Truck Avenger on eBay. I paid 200 bucks for that. It's a 770 Truck Avenger, but it seems like it's running pretty good with that. I haven't driven it around yet, just let it idle here in the shop, but it seems a lot better than the other 2. The other predicament we have here, or problem, is the prior owner removed the power steering pump and the brackets for it. And I've tried, I actually got an old motorhome with a 440. I tried pulling the bracket and pump off it, but the brackets are all wrong. So I ended up ordering one just for a 360, a bracket. We're still waiting for that in the mail, and then I'll try to put the pump on. But yeah, so we got to do that. These tires we just threw on it, they're 37 12.5 17s. Found all 5 of them for 100 bucks. So that's definitely keeping within the cheap budget here. I think we're gonna have to do some fender trimming. That's pretty close. Once again, I'll feel guilty. Nice old rust-free fenders. If anybody watching this has some old rusty ones they want to trade, you better message me before I cut these ones up. These over here are the wheels and tires that were on it. They're just like little 30-inch ones. And these, they came on a 5x5 pattern wheel off a Wrangler. They're 17-inch rims. So I ordered some Amazon wheel adapters. I've heard horror stories about these things, but I figure all this thing will do is be in low range. It probably speeds less than 25 all the time. So even if some studs break or a wheel falls off, I don't think we'll be in any danger. So yeah, besides the power steering pump and some fender trimming, it's pretty close to taking it out and giving it some more exercise. I've driven it around a bit with the small tires and no power steering around my yard, and it seems like it's got good oil pressure and it doesn't get hot, and the alternator's charging, so full drive and everything works too. It's one of them full-time transfer cases, same thing that GMC has. It's like a 203 or something. So it's got like a high lock, and low lock. It's the Quadratrack or whatever you call it. It's like a full-time all-wheel drive. But yeah, here, I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up. Ugh. Seems like it's running okay now with the Holly carb. I'd go drive it around the yard, but I think I should trim the fenders first. I don't want to catch one of them and rip it off or something. It had the dash and gauges in it when I bought it, but it was all messed up and nothing worked. So I just bought one of these cheapo things off of Amazon, and I added this fuse box to run whatever electrical stuff that I add to it, like the fuel pump that I already put on. And then the fuel pump has a cutoff switch here, just in case there's ever an accident or something, or it rolls over, or you gotta shut it off. You can do it from outside or inside. But yeah, there's that. Running good. I'm anxious to trim the fenders and get the power steering done and take it out and drive it around some more. So, if you're a Dodge guy or something, or you think this is cool, I'll probably post the part 2 here soon when we take it out, do some trails and stuff. We got some cool local places right here just around my house. So, got some nice spots we can take it to where we don't even need a trailer. We could just drive down the dirt road and go hit some trails, and if it breaks, tow it home with that GMC or the Jeep or something. So, yeah, thanks for watching the video. If you like this stuff, stay tuned and I'll post some more. See ya.